Welcome to Frank's Self-Love and Self-Empowerment channel. In this video, I would like to talk about how to identify the inner critic and how to set a limit to the inner critic. The inner critic is really the part inside of you that keeps talking to yourself in a very negative way. It's the inner critic that judges you, it's the inner critic that puts you down, it's the inner critic that feels that never anything is good enough concerning what you do or what you don't do. It's the inner critic that focuses on your deficiencies, on your lack, on what you haven't learned yet and why you are not good enough and why you will never be good enough. It's really this voice in you that makes you feel down, that makes you feel bad about yourself, that has a tendency to crush your sense of self-esteem and self-worth. And if you keep listening to this inner critic ongoingly and you never set a limit to it, then eventually it will also affect your sense of self-confidence. And once your self-confidence is affected, then you will have a very hard time to pursue your goals, to go after what is important in your life in a disciplined and structured way. When you are aware that the inner critic is going on, then really appreciate that about yourself. Appreciate the fact, oh wow, I'm aware of the inner critic. Great. And once you're aware, then you have a very simple possibility, and that's to put a limit to the inner critic. And the way you do that is simply by saying internally, stop, enough, I got it. And you can even use a gesture when you're by yourself, like I'm doing right now, like my hand saying, stop, enough, that's it, I got it. Anything that you like, you can say. Basically, it's just stop, enough. And that means you have been aware of this negative self-talk. You caught yourself thinking again this negative loop about yourself. And what's so beautiful and powerful, once you have been aware of the inner critic and have put a limit to it by saying stop, enough, then you can begin to reprogram yourself by using positive statements, by telling yourself loving and self-affirming words like, I'm good enough, I can do it, it's okay that I haven't succeeded yet, I simply take the next step, it's okay, even if I fail, I don't give up, I keep going, and I will succeed, and I can do it. So whatever the negative statement is, you can transform it into its opposite, and you can replace it by positive statements. I would like to end this video by reminding you once again that it's very important that you don't make yourself feel bad whenever you hear the inner critic talking in your mind. On the contrary, that you really acknowledge yourself, that you appreciate the fact that you're recognizing the inner critic talking in your mind, that you can identify the negative self-talk. That's actually something very positive and very helpful to be able to do. So really acknowledge the fact whenever you catch the inner critic talking in your mind. And then simply apply this powerful practice of saying, stop, enough. So I hope you have really enjoyed this video and I look forward to seeing you again. Take good care of yourself. Bye bye.